Hello everyone and welcome back to English and Beyond. I'm CJ Roy and in today's class we are going to learn about present perfect, how to use present perfect tense correctly with examples and explanations. So without taking much time, let's straight away dive into our topic for today, present perfect tense. And today we are going to learn about the statements, both affirmative and negative statements, how to make them in the present perfect tense. How to make affirmative sentence, starting with our first person singular, that is I. Now let me tell you, we have modal auxiliary in this particular tense, and we will have this in all the perfect tenses. So after learning present, past, and future simple tenses or indefinite tenses and progressive or continuous tenses, we are now into perfect, present, past, and future perfect tenses. Starting with present perfect and the special auxiliaries that we find in the present perfect, and they are have or else has. Have, has. So we are going to learn when do we use these two auxiliary verbs, have and has, with which subjects. This is what we are basically going to learn in the present perfect tense. First person singular I write. So in all perfect tenses, be it present, past, or future, the main verb will always be used in the V3 form, that is a past participle form. That is why it is important that a student should know the different forms, V1, V2, and V3 forms of all the verbs. There are, in the earlier videos I said, regular introductory video, the first video I believe, where I said we have regular and irregular verbs. So this is an irregular verb, write. So we have write, wrote, written. And in the perfect tense, we use the third form, written. So how it will read? It will be, I have written a letter today. I have written. So what is the format here? Subject plus have. Subject here is I. I plus have plus V3. Verb 3. Written. Next one, you have written a letter today. You have. After you, we use have again. So after I have. After you have a letter today. So you plus have plus V3 form. And the third person singular, here we have a change. This is the only place when the subjects are he, she, or it, or any noun that can be used instead of these pronouns here. Pronouns are actually meant for nouns here. So if we use a singular, third person singular noun, pronoun or any noun, then the verb has to be, auxiliary verb has to be has. So there is no meaning difference between have and has. It's all same. But the usage differs when it comes to persons. So first person, second person, third person plural, we use have. But third person singulars, whenever we have singular subjects, then we use has. So it will be, he has written a letter, she has written a letter, my father has written a letter, her teacher has written a letter. So any noun or pronoun, if it is singular, a third person singular, then we need to use has. Then we have written a letter today, first person plural, and third person plural, they plural, they have written a letter today. So what you need to understand here is, after every subject, we use the auxiliary verb have. And in the third person singular, when we need to use, instead of have, we need to use has. And the main verb will always be in the V3 form. So I have written, I have eaten, I have worked hard, work, worked, worked. Which worked we used here? I have worked. Third one. Always use third one. That is the past participle, V3, verb 3. So I hope this is clear. Affirmative part is clear when it comes to present perfect, right? Later in the video, I will tell you about when and why we should use this one. Now, please learn the format, the structure, how we are framing. So now let's go to framing negative, which is easy because we are following the set pattern. The pattern remains the same, only the words keep changing, the verbs keep changing. So let's see that. Well, in the negative, first person, I have not written a letter today, which is the auxiliary verb here, have. And where should we use the not? Immediately after the auxiliary. Which auxiliary? First auxiliary. Here we have no problem because we have only one auxiliary here in the present perfect. But in the future continuous tense, if you remember, we had will plus be, to. So here it is okay. So I have not written a letter. I have not written a letter. Have plus not is haven't. You could also say, I haven't written a letter today. You have not written a letter. You have not written, or else you haven't written a letter. He, she, it has not written a letter. As is the auxiliary, immediately after that, not. Or else he hasn't written, she hasn't written, it hasn't written a letter. Clear? And then we have not written a letter, or we haven't written a letter. Have plus not, haven't. Has plus not, hasn't. And finally, they have not written a letter, means they haven't written the contracted form. So this is clear. So I have written, I have not written. You have written, you have not written. He has written, he has not written. We have written, we have not written. They have written, they have not written. Have not, you can use haven't. Has not, you can use hasn't. Well, that's all for today. In the next video, we will be learning present perfect, but we will be learning about making questions both in the affirmative and negative. I'm sure this video was very useful to you, and if you found it helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel English and Beyond. Until we meet again in the next video, keep learning, keep practicing, and keep watching and growing with English and Beyond. Until then, it's goodbye from me. Take care. Hello everyone and welcome back to English and Beyond. I am CJ Roy and in today's class we will learn to use present perfect tense correctly, how to make questions both affirmative and negative in the present perfect tense. So without wasting much time, let's straight away dive into our topic today. Present perfect, affirmative and negative questions. So here again we follow our set pattern. These are questions, and questions always begin with auxiliary verb. So in the present perfect tense, we have two auxiliaries with I, you, we, they, we have, and third person singulars, he, she, it, we have has. So you need to use this have or has first, and then the subject, then the rest of the things, the main verb in the V3 form. So first person singular, we have I written a letter today? The statement would be, I have written. I have. Now the question it will be, have I? Have I written a letter today? And in the second person, you have written the statement. And the question will be, affirmative question will be, have you written? Have you written a letter today? And third person singular, he, she, it has written. And naturally, the question format will be, has he, has she, has it written a letter today? That's the question. And then first person plural, we have written a letter today will be, have we written a letter? And they have written, third person plural, they have written a letter will be, have they written a letter? So it is a set pattern. You put the auxiliary verb first, and then you put the subject, and then the main verb in the V3 form. So this is what questions. Please remember, once again, in the present perfect, we have auxiliaries has and have. Has is used only with the third person singulars. Have is used with all the other subjects. So that is the only difference. And remember, V3 form. The main verb will take its V3 form, past participle form, in all the perfect tenses. That's another thing. Now, I just want to tell you something here. We learned simple present, simple past, simple future, present continuous, past continuous, future continuous, and now present perfect. I want you to understand one thing, that when we frame questions, we use the first auxiliary, the first one, then the subject. So this is the question. This is how we ask questions. Now, if you are looking for some specific information, then the question will have one more word. And that word you have to put right in front, even before the auxiliary verb. Do you understand what I am trying to tell you here? Let me give you those words. They are what type words, WH, like who, what, when, why, where, which, even, how. So, for example, if I ask you, have you written a letter? Okay, the answer will always be yes or no, either yes or no. Has he written a letter? Yes, he has written, or else no, he hasn't, or he has not written. That will be the answer. So, all the questions that I am giving when I teach you tenses for the moment is only yes no type question. I write. Do I write? Okay. I am writing. Am I writing? I will write. Will I write? I am writing. Am I writing? I was writing. Was I writing? I will be writing. Will I be writing? The answer to all these questions are actually yes or no. But if you want some specific information, you put the question word first. For example, if I say, have you written a letter today? And the answer is yes, I have written a letter. Then I can ask, why have you written a letter? Or you put it, when have you written? Or else, where have you written? How have you written? According to the information that you need, you place these question words. What are the question words? Once again, the what type word? They are how, when, which, where, why, who, whom. These are question words. So if I ask you, why have you written a letter? And you cannot say yes, no. You need to give an answer. You must say, I have written a letter because I thought it appropriate. So remember, I am not telling you now, whenever I teach this one, about these question words. But please understand, you can, according to the meaning that you want to generate, you can put the appropriate question word right in front, even before the auxiliary verb. That's one thing. Generally, I am saying it applies to all the questions in all the tenses. Am I clear now? Yes. Then we go to the next one. These are, of course, negative questions. So I have not written. I have. Have I not written? Or else, haven't I written a letter today? Okay. You can ask, why haven't I written? Why have you not written? You have not written. Have you not written? Haven't you written? He, she, it has not written. Has he written? Hasn't he written? Hasn't she written? Has she not written? Has it not written? Hasn't it written? You can keep asking like this. Okay? We have not written. Have we not written? Haven't we written? They have not written. Have they not written? Haven't they written? And if you want to ask a question word, why haven't they written? You can ask. This is word question. The format is the same. Place the auxiliary first, then subject. First auxiliary, then subject, then remaining if there is auxiliary or main verb, continue to use them as it is in the particular order. So this is what questions, how we frame questions in all the tenses, not just present perfect here, but all tenses. I hope today's class you have understood how to frame questions both in the affirmative and negative. Once again, I recall to your mind that we have a set pattern, and this pattern is applied to all the tenses. Negatives are put in the same manner in all tenses. Questions are framed in the same manner in all tenses. The only thing, the auxiliary verbs keep changing. So you need to know which auxiliary verb is used in which tense in according to the person, first person, second person, third person, and their numbers means whether the persons are singular, one, or plural, more than one. That brings us to the end of our today's class, and I'm sure that you have understood how to frame sentences in the present perfect tense. And if you found this lesson helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, English and Beyond. Until we meet again in the next video, keep learning, keep practicing, and keep growing with English and Beyond. And don't forget to tap the bell icon so that you will not miss our next English class. Until we meet again, it's goodbye from me. Thank you for watching. Take care. Hello everyone, and welcome back to English and Beyond. I'm CJ Roy, and in today's class we are going to learn about the uses, when, why, and where we use present perfect tense. This is important to know when actually and why at all we use present perfect tense. So let's get down to some of the examples or the situations where we have to use present perfect. So let's dive straight into our topic today. Why, when use the present perfect tense? We use it to describe an action that happened at an unspecified time in the past but has relevance to the present. It's important. Present perfect. There are two words, present. Present is right now. Okay. And then perfect. Something which is already perfected. Something which is already happened, but then it has got its relevance to the present. So we say present perfect. We could easily use simple past. So that is actually meant for something that happened in the past. But present perfect also, something happened in the past, in the recent past, at an unspecified time. Maybe not so recent, a little distant past also. But ultimately what happens is, whatever happened has got relevance to the present. It is connected to the present. It has meaning for the present. At such times we use present perfect. So for example, I have finished my assignment. Say I completed it maybe right now, just now, or else in the past, sometime back. But whatever I am speaking about, completing my assignment, it has relevance now. So when I say I have completed my assignment, means not simply I completed in the past and finished it off, but it extends to the present. It has what it's relevant to the present. Next, she has visited Japan twice. Now, she may have visited last year or 2 years ago, or maybe just recently. But now we are speaking about visiting Japan and about her. So we have some relevance to the present. Her act of visiting Japan is relevant even today. So we say she has visited Japan twice. They have lost their keys. They have lost them. Means now they are in trouble. Right now they are in trouble. Why? Because they have lost them. It's already past. It's completed. But it is connected to the present. We are still suffering now. And next one, we have met the new principal. We met the new principal. That's just we met, just finished that incident. That is over in the past. But we have met when we say, something we are going to say or do right now in the present is related to that, our meeting the principal at an unspecified time in the past. So this is it. Next, we also use present perfect to describe an action that has just been completed. And often we use the words just, already, or yet. You will understand this better when you look at these examples here. They have just arrived at the airport. Just now, in the present. Action is completed because they have already arrived. So we use present perfect. They have just arrived. She has already eaten the lunch. She has already eaten the lunch. And next is, we haven't finished the project yet. And the train has just left the station. That means this action just happened in the present, but the action is complete. But the action has already happened. So we use the words like just, already, yet. These are the words we often use, to create or to frame sentences in the present perfect. An action to describe an action that has just been completed in the present. We also use present perfect to describe our life experiences. For example, I have seen the Eiffel Tower. It has been a great experience for me. Well, I have not seen, but I'm just giving this example here. So it's a life experience for me, seeing the Eiffel Tower. So I have seen the Eiffel Tower. I have seen. Maybe recently, maybe 1 month ago, maybe a year ago, maybe 10 years ago, but still it has relevance, and it has, it's been my experience. He has never tried sushi. He has never tried. That's his experience or non-experience. Non-experience is also an experience in a way. Next, we have traveled to 5 different countries. 5 different countries. Traveling to these countries has been a great experience. Next is, she has performed on stage before. She has performed on stage before. So she has this experience of performing on stage earlier also. So in this, to describe our life experiences, we use present perfect. Next, when do we use present perfect? To describe a change over time. For example, technology has advanced significantly. We make a statement here. A change has taken place or is taking place, or it is completed up to the moment, till this moment when we speak it. So technology has advanced significantly. Next, the weather has become colder recently. Now it is describing a change over time. The technology is developing, change is taking place in the technological field. Another, weather changes, climate changes all over the world. So the weather has become colder recently. Next, he has improved his communication skills. That means earlier he wasn't that good when it comes to English communications, but recently we have seen this change in him. So he has improved his communication skills. Next, the city has grown a lot in the past decade. So the city wasn't grown or was not growing as we would have liked in the past, 10 years ago. But for the last 10 years, if you see, the city has grown. So here, when we use present perfect, we are indicating or we are describing a change that is taking place over a period of time. The change is being noticed. The change is happening. That is where we use present perfect. Next, we also use present perfect to describe an unfinished action with so far or until now. So these two words normally we use at the end or somewhere in the sentence. So far, until now, till now, so far. Let us see some examples here. we have completed 3 chapters so far. So we have more than 3 chapters to complete, but up to now, till now, until now, so far, we have completed only 3. So we are describing an unfinished action here. So we have completed 3 chapters so far. Next, no one has called me yet. No one has called me till now. No one has called me so far. I am expecting somebody to call me, but up to now, the moment I am speaking, nobody has called. And third one, she has written 4 essays so far. That means she is in the process of writing and she will continue to write. It is expected that she will continue to write. But up to the moment that I am speaking, she has completed 4 essays. Now, she has written 4 essays so far. It can mean positive also, means so far she has completed 4. That is a big number, maybe. Or it can also mean less number so far. But one thing is very clear, there are still more for her to complete. And the last one, I haven't met the new teacher yet. Or I haven't met the new teacher until now. Or I haven't met the new teacher so far. I have not met. Again, present perfect. So if you see here, we are describing an unfinished action. Means an action is incomplete right now and we expect to complete it in the future. So up to now, so far, until now. So these are the words that we use here. The new teacher has come and naturally it is expected that we meet, but days have passed and I haven't met him or her so far. So to describe unfinished actions also we use present perfect. Now let us wind up today's this lesson with some exercises. This is present perfect we are doing. So we have not negative, it is, and there is a question mark, so naturally it is going to be a negative question, and the verb is purchase. So purchase, purchased, purchased. So V3 form we are supposed to use. The third one, the second also looks the same spelling, same pronunciation, same word. But words are actually different. So one is V2, the other one is V3. So here what it will be, let us just see. And you know, they, the subject is they. Which auxiliary verb we use with they? Have, right? So have they not, V3 form, purchased, V3. Have they not purchased a new laptop yet? Haven't they purchased a new laptop yet? Next one, second one. They dash you with the project so far. Help. It's going to be a statement. Let us see how it is. They have not helped you with the project so far. I remove this not here, so it will be fine. Positive. Next, third one. It's going to be a question again. Speak I have given, let us see. The subject is you. So the auxiliary verb, the first, it will be the auxiliary verb. And after you, we use have. And then have you, speak, spoken. V3 form of the verb. Every verb has got 3 forms, V1, V2, V3. We need to use in the perfect tense always the V3 form. So have you spoken to the manager yet? This is the question. And next one is also a question. I have given there the verb is go in brackets. Of course, there is not, so it is going to be a negative question. So you is the subject. So which auxiliary verb? Again, have. Have and then not. Have you not? Now what is the V3 form of go, the verb? Go, went, gone. Gone is the V3. So have you not gone to the party this weekend? Haven't you gone to the party this weekend? Okay. Fifth one, arrive. And it's a question again. But this time the subject here is she. So how it will be? After she, which auxiliary verb in the present? Present perfect? Has. So has she arrived, arrived, arrived? V3 form. Has she arrived from London yet? V3 form here. Past tense is also the same, but here you need to know. That is the advantage of learning tenses. Yeah. Next one, sixth one. I dash the meeting this month. Attend. Attend. After I in the present perfect, which auxiliary? After I, have. Have. Attend, attended, attended. 3. So I have not attended. Okay. And I should have given here again a not. Let me see if I can write this. Okay. Not. So not attend. So I have not attended. If not is not there, only attend. I have attended the meeting this month. Both ways. It's okay. No issue. 7th one, it's question. Stand is given. The verb is stand. So he is a subject. So the first one will be the auxiliary. It will be in the present perfect. It will always be has. And then stand. Stand, stood, stood. V3 form. Has he stood at the podium before? You see how it is working out? And the next one, 8th one, not win. So negative word not, win. Win is the verb. Our team. Our team means which pronoun we will use for our team? It. Our team, let us consider it as a neutral gender. So it, neither masculine nor feminine. So it. So after it, he, she, it. Which auxiliary? Has. So what will you use here? Has our team. Has our team. Not. Negative is there. Now the verb is win. Win. So what is the V3 form of win? Win, won, won. W-O-N, won. W-O-N is won, but many students pronounce it as won. It is not won, it is won. Okay. So as our team not won, the championship so far. See how this is? I'm sure you are getting it now at least. Don't worry if you haven't understood everything. Please go back and watch these videos again. And if you have any doubt or anything, please come to the comment section and mention about it. Let me see what I can do about that one. I will definitely go through. And if you have any genuine, serious doubts about something, I'll be there. Maybe I'll come with a dedicated video on those particular issues that you are having. So this is present perfect tense, why and when we use present perfect tense. Well, that's all in this video today. And I'm sure that you have understood. And if that is so, if you found it helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, English and Beyond. Until we meet again in the next video, keep learning, keep practicing, and keep growing with English and Beyond. Until we meet again, it's goodbye from me. Take care.